ocean breeze. Ocean breeze. Remember across a desert made of time, where broken stars refuse to die. The wind carried forgotten prayers through endless valleys of the sky. Every shadow knew my face, every silence spoke my name. But the more I chased the horizon, the less the world remained. And the dunes kept moving, like thoughts inside my mind. Every answer vanished, the closer I arrived. In the desert of dreams, nothing stays the same. We are only travelers, calling out through flame. In the desert of dreams, every loss becomes a guide. Every road disappears to reveal what's inside. The night is alive. The night never What if every ending is a doorway in disguise? On the water, feel the fire in the air, calling me closer, somewhere beyond the night. distant echoes, ancient stories in the sky. Every moment lasts forever when you look into my eyes. The stars are turning into gold. This is the story never told. Under the moon over Istanbul, lost in the rhythm, beautiful. No need for words, I feel it all. Tonight we fly, tonight we Moon over Istanbul, moon over Istanbul. Stay with me until the light. Stay with me into the sunrise. The moon never rushes, yet it always arrives exactly where it needs to be. For years I measured my existence against the clocks and passing days, thinking life was something waiting somewhere far beyond today. I compared my road to others, I compared my life to theirs, never seeing all the beauty already breathing in the air. Then one evening by the shoreline, as the moon rose from the sea, I felt something gently breaking inside the heart of me. Not in sadness, not in sorrow, but in freedom. The flowers do not hurry, the stars do not compete, the ocean does not question its reason for being. The moon never hurries, yet it lights the entire sky. The river never worries, yet it always finds its way. The moon never hurries, and neither should I. There is wisdom in the waiting, just before sunrise, when the world holds its breath. The stars are fading slowly, but they have not disappeared. The night is still beside us, yet morning is already near. The ocean wears the last of darkness, like velvet on the shore, and everything feels suspended between what is and what was before. I stand within that fragile moment, neither lost nor fully found, listening to the hidden rhythm beneath every passing sound. This is the hour between endings and beginnings. Before the dawn returns, the world becomes a prayer. Every shadow turns to silver, every silence fills the air. Before the dawn returns, the heart remembers how to trust. The night was never here to break us, only to reveal us. Before the dawn, the light is coming. The light is coming. The horizon slowly brightens with colors no one owns. The sky unfolds in quiet layers, like a secret being shown. Every fear I carried yesterday feels lighter in this light, as if the darkness spent the evening teaching me how to rise. The sea continues breathing, the wind continues on, and everything I thought was ending hears every footprint long after the traveler is gone. The wind may change the shape of the dunes, but nothing truly disappears. Across the land of golden silence, where the horizon touched the sky, and every grain of sand was holding 1,000 stories left behind. The wind was moving through the valleys like an ancient melody, carrying forgotten voices from another century. I thought time was taking things from me, one season after another. But standing there beneath the sunset, I began to understand. Nothing vanishes, nothing's erased. Everything becomes something else in the desert of echo. Every moment still remains. Every dream becomes a river flowing underneath the sand. In the desert of echoes, every goodbye changes form. Nothing that was born from love is ever truly gone. Ay-ah-hey, ay-ah-hey, ay-ah-hey. The wind remembers. Ay-ah-hey, ay-ah-hey, ay-ah-hey. The wind remembers. welcomes every shadow, every storm, every secret, and still it remains the sea. Listening to the distant silence, hidden underneath the tides. There were stories in the darkness, ancient voices in the deep, whispering through restless currents to the parts of me asleep. I had spent so many years running from the things I could not name, building walls around my heart and calling that protection. But the ocean knew the difference between hiding and healing, between surviving and truly living. The deeper I wandered, the quieter it became. The quieter it became, the more I heard myself. In the shadows of the sea, I found pieces of me, lost between the waves, waiting patiently. In the shadows of the sea, nothing asked me to pretend. The darkness was not my enemy, it was my oldest friend. Into the deep, into the deep. The sea remembers me. Every fear became a mirror, every wound became a door. Every tear I thought was weakness became strength I never saw before. The moon kept drawing silver pathways across the surface of the unknown, as if it was gently showing how to find my way back home. Not the home made out of stone, not the home made out of names, but the place inside my spirit that had always stayed the same. Maybe darkness was never empty, maybe darkness was a seed waiting for enough was never hiding anything. It was teaching me how to see. From above, the city looks like stars falling to the roads I thought were wrong turns, all the risks I feared to take. Now I see them from a distance, like stars across the sea. Every moment had a purpose, even when I couldn't see. The storms that broke my plans apart, the nights that felt too long, were quietly building bridges to the place where I belong. Nothing was wasted, nothing was wrong. We were never lost, only becoming, turning into who we are. One sunrise at a time. We were never lost, only learning. Every shadow, every scar was teaching us to shine. Never lost. Hey, yeah. Becoming. The river never doubts its journey. The moon never questions the tide. The stars don't ask if they are worthy, they simply burn inside the night. Maybe life was never asking for perfection or control. Maybe life was simply teaching how to trust our soul. Every ending, every beginning, the same river, the same sea. We were never lost, only becoming, turning into who we are. One sunrise at a time. We were never lost, only learning. Every shadow, every scar was teaching us to shine. Never lost, only becoming. The night has given us its wisdom. Now the morning comes. Gold emerging from Stars are fading into daylight, but their story still shines through. The ocean breathes beneath the sunrise. The wind moves gently through the trees, and everything feels interconnected, like it always wanted to be. I stand where darkness meets the morning, neither who I was nor who I'll be. Only present, only grateful, only free. Every road, every way, every moment led to this. When the light returns, the world begins again. Every shadow turns to gold, every wound becomes the wind. When the light returns, I finally understand. Nothing was against me, everything was part of the plan. The light returns. The light The sea still carries ancient stories. The moon still waits beyond the day. The stars still live beyond the sunlight, though our eyes cannot always see. And I know there will be more winters, more questions and unknown skies. But I no longer fear the darkness, because I know what it provides. The night taught me how to listen, the ocean taught me how to flow, the stars taught me how to wonder, and the dawn taught me to let go. The journey never ends, it only changes form. When the light returns, the world begins again. Every shadow turns to gold, every wound becomes the wind. When the light returns, the heart opens like the sky, and every dream I've ever carried becomes a bird in flight. The ocean remains, the stars remain, the light remains, and so do we. Not every flower blooms in sunlight. Some are born beneath the moon. silence of the sea. Every shadow held a secret, every breeze a memory. The world was softer after midnight, when the noise had gone away, and the stars began revealing what the daylight could not say. I used to fear the darker places, hidden deep inside my mind, until I learned that every garden needs darkness before it shines. The roots grow deeper when nobody sees. The soul grows stronger in quiet seasons. Welcome to the garden of the night, where broken dreams become alive, where every tear becomes a river, and every river finds the light. Welcome to the garden of the night, where silent seeds begin to rise. Nothing beautiful is rushed, nothing beautiful must hide. Floating over water, like a blessing from above, and every wave was carrying stories made of longing, made of love. I saw my fears become like flowers, opening beneath the stars. No longer enemies to conquer, only pieces of my heart. The darkness wasn't there to harm me, the darkness taught me how to grow. Just as winter teaches forests how to survive beneath the snow. The night is not empty, the night is created. Welcome to the garden of the night, where broken dreams become alive, where every tear becomes a river, and every river finds the light. Welcome to the garden of the night, where silent seeds begin to rise. Everything I thought was lost was learning how to bloom. The flowers open, the stars appear, the night is kind. Every moon I've ever seen still shines somewhere upon the water. Tonight the sea's made of silver, a mirror stretching to the dark. what the mind forgets. The heart remembers what time cannot keep. In the sea of 1,000 moons, every dream still leaves a trace. Every life we've ever lived still shines upon the waves. In the sea of 1,000 moons, nothing vanishes from sight. The water gathers every star and carries it through the night. I watch the moonlight break in pieces across the breathing of the sea, and every fragment felt connected to forgotten parts of me. The child who feared the dark, the soul who chased the dawn, the traveler searching for a home, the one who carried on. They were never truly gone. They became the tides, returning in different forms under different skies. Every moon, every wave, every version still remains. In the sea of 1,000 moons, every dream still leaves a trace. Every life we've ever lived still shines upon the waves. In the sea of 1,000 moons, the horizon disappears, and all the cells I used to be are gathered here. The sea is silver, the night is wide, and every moon is still alive. The daylight explains, the night understands. memory without a name. And every wave that touched the shoreline seemed to whisper just the same. Trust the mystery, trust the silence, trust the space between the stars. The universe is not a puzzle, it is a song inside your heart. The deeper the night, the clearer the sky. The night knows what the daylight cannot see. The night knows the hidden parts of me. The night knows every dream beneath the skin. And every road I thought had ended was quietly beginning. The night knows, and that is enough. I stopped asking the road where it was leading, and for the first time I could hear the wind. The morning rose above the mountains, painting gold across the stone. The world was waking without effort, without needing to be known. I watched the birds move through the distance, without maps and without plans, trusting something far beyond them, something I could not understand. For so long I fought the current, trying to command the sea, trying to hold every answer, trying to become somebody. But the wind was softly laughing through the valleys and the trees, as if it knew a deeper language hidden underneath my feet. Not every path needs a destination. Not every question needs a reply. The wind knows my name, even when I forget it. The sky knows my story, even when I cannot tell it. The wind knows my name, beyond the doubt and the blame. And every road beneath my feet is part of the same flame. The wind knows dancing on the sea. And every star above the water felt impossibly close to me. I realized I wasn't separate from the moon or from the tide. I was simply one more rhythm in the music of this life. Every loss became a teacher, every mistake became a guide. Every closed and broken doorway opened somewhere else in time. Trust the wind, trust the river, trust the seasons, trust the sky. The wind knows my name, even when I forget it. The sky knows my story, even when I cannot tell it. The wind knows my name, beyond the fear and the shame. And every step I've ever taken was never made in vain. The wind knows, the wind knows. before the oceans, before the mountains, before the names, there was light. Stood beneath the sky so endless, let my worries disappear. Every constellation whispered things I somehow needed to hear. The sea was dancing with the moonlight, the wind was moving through the trees, and everything around me felt connected in ways too deep to speak. The stars above, the heart within, the same fire, the same beginning. We were made of stardust, we were made of light, carrying ancient galaxies inside our fragile lives. We were made of stardust, we were never here alone. Every heartbeat is the universe, learning how to grow. Made of stardust, made of light. We belong tonight. The river flowed without resistance, the clouds drifted without fear, and suddenly the need for certainty began to disappear. The stars did not compete for brightness, the moon did not compare its glow. Everything simply became itself, and somehow that was enough. I looked across the open water and saw reflections in the waves, not separate from the universe, but expressions of the same. We are the ocean, we are the sky, we are the silence between the stars.